it's 2 p.m. now, then so let's start the session. So I hope everybody could hear my voice clearly. If everything is okay in terms of my audio and visual, please show me thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Right, so let me walk you through quickly on the objective of this session. And definitely there will be Q&A session later part where you can ask questions. So for now, I will request everybody to just go along with this session flow, and we will handle questions later part. No worries. So rule of thumb, very simple. So keep your audio function off, and you can unmute later, of course, when you want to ask questions. So for the webcam, I just leave it to you. If you're comfortable, you can turn it on. If not, then it's also fine. But let's just ensure that you can turn it on at the end of the session so we can take a class photo. So you have about 1 hour plus to go. So you can make all the necessary setup. Okay, you can put on makeup if necessary. So you can change background, whatever is it. So that will be for just a quick moment for us to take photo. Okay, so I believe I have give enough information on the expectation. So now let's begin. First of all, congratulations and welcome to the Codevour 7.0 competition. So for today, we're going to cover a few aspects. First, we want to understand what is PictoBlocks. I would say PictoBlocks is the main character of this competition. And I believe you have read the competition guideline prior to the registration itself. So mostly you have the general idea what is the competition about. But I will explain further so that we can cover the area that you're still not very sure about. So first, that's the thing. So we would like to understand what is PictoBlocks. And then the second thing, we will learn about the competition format. And also we have to understand the timeline. So after you know that, okay, this is my objective, this is what I need to do, then you, of course, you need to know by when I need to complete this. Okay. And finally, we will have one dedicated session for you to ask questions. So in a very simple term, this is what is the competition mainly about. You're going to create a project, okay? Of course, right? So you need to make something in order to involve any competition. And this round, you will make a project using PictoBlocks. So PictoBlocks is the only allow platform that you can use to create your project. So your project must be solution-based project. So you should be able to tackle or solve a real problem. So I will later show you a few categories that you can pick. What kind of solution that you want to make, what kind of problem that you want to solve, or the project, the type of project that you want to make. So now we have the master understanding. You're going to create something using PictoBlocks. Okay. So what is PictoBlocks? So some of you might use PictoBlocks before. Okay, if you are very new to PictoBlocks, then of course this is a great moment. We're going to run a very simple activity using PictoBlocks. So for those who have downloaded PictoBlocks, you can just copy, you can just shadow whatever the teacher going to teach after this. So it's going to be a very short, quick session. But for those who are not ready with the PictoBlocks download, or those who have great experience using PictoBlocks, you can just sit back and watch. Okay, just enjoy the learning part. So PictoBlocks is mainly a scratch-based programming. Okay, where you use the code blocks to create logic, and then it will function as a project. And it's easy, okay, very user-friendly, and it's free to use. So that's one advantage of this competition, where they do not specify that you must use hardware, you must buy robot, no such thing. Okay, so you don't have to bring in any investment when you want to start building a project or to be part of this competition because you're using PictoBlocks. So you can make 100% software based project, software based solution without using any hardware or robot. I received this questions earlier. So do I need to buy a robot? Do I need to use bot and so on? Okay, that's purely optional. So I will go to that part later on. But when I say this earlier, then you will have much motivation into it. Okay, then these are some of the products that we can create. We can make AI project, machine learning, hardware. Hardware is again optional. And PictoBlocks, okay, might look very close to Scratch. Okay, Scratch is a very common coding platform. So it's look very similar to Scratch, but we've added AI extension, AI functions available when you use PictoBlocks. That's the only difference. Okay. So what's going to happen next is we're going to do a very short activity. Okay, teacher Rumasha will teach us on how to create a very simple project. So you can just follow her. She will just pull one by one the code that you need to complete this class activity. As I mentioned, if you are ready with PictoBlocks, go ahead, just shadow her, copy her. Okay, but if you're not, then it's fine. Just sit back and watch because I'm going to give you the slides anyway later with the complete script which you can try on later. So no panic, no stress. Okay, so I will pass it on to Rumasha and she will take you on tour to PictoBlocks. Okay, Rumasha.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Rumaisha and you can call me Teacher Shah. So can you guys hear my voice? Give me a thumbs up or maybe types in the comment section. Okay, thank you. So firstly, let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, right? Okay. So so this is a PictoBlock AI training. So what you guys, since you guys need to do competitions with also AI extensions. So what is the AI? Okay, so what is the AI? So AI is the artificial intelligence that computer science that focuses on building machines or software that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So basically, AI is something that trained by humans or by you guys that can think and also that can think and recognize like a human lah. For example, maybe like human can see, but for AI, you need to train the AI, and AI can recognize the face and based on the face that you guys train the AI lah. Okay, so next one is what is the PitoBlock? So PitoBlocks is a software that you guys will use it in these competitions, and it is very mandatory. And PitoBlocks is a block-based programming platform, just like Scratch. So basically, for Scratch, if you guys have been using Scratch before, Scratch is just a basic one. Basically, in Scratch, we will do motions, even just the only things. But for PitoBlocks, you guys can also doing with AI and also using for robotics because PitoBlock is the combination between AI and also PitoBlocks, just like Scratch but advanced with AI. So it supports drag and drop coding with AI and hardware integration. So so this is the interface of PitoBlocks if you guys have downloaded. And okay, so Peterblock is installation, and I believe that maybe some of you already downloaded and sign in the Peterblock, right? But if you doesn't yet, it's okay. Maybe you guys can go for Google. Okay, you guys can go Google and type the pita blocks, and then you guys can choose the top one. Okay, if you guys doesn't have pita blocks yet, it's okay, you guys can use the version Google. Okay, so right now we show the live demonstration. So in the meantime, I hope that you guys that who have already the Peter blocks, maybe can open Peter blocks and doing the live, doing the simple project together with me. Okay, so I will stop sharing right now and open the Peter block. Okay, so this is my Peter block. Then I hope that you guys already open your Peter block. Okay, so since you guys are secondary school, so basically I will touch a little bit dekat Python. Okay, maybe you guys interested to doing in Python language pun is okay. So I will teach you guys the block ones and also machine learning environment and also a little bit of Python lah if you want to do your project with Python. So basically, machine learning, what is machine learning? So machine learning is something that you want to train your AI to recognize something. For example, maybe you want to do, like example lah, if you want to do game related to AI rock paper scissors. So basically for rock paper scissors, you need to use a machine learning to train the model to differentiate what the hand pose. For example, this is scissor, this is thumb, and this is paper. So you need to train the AI by using the machine learning. Okay, so that was the purpose of machine learning environment. So this is block. Basically, if you want to use a block-based programming, pun okay, it's okay. So I will show this one first, block first. Okay. So when you click the block, this is what the interface that you will see. So I will explain from the top one. Okay, this is the file. Okay, where you can open your file that already saved, and then you can see also the examples. Let's say that you're not familiar with Peterblock, you can see the tutorials that I have in the Peterblocks. This is a screen recording, and this is open machine learning environment that have I show tadi. Okay, and this is edit, undo and redo, and this is tutorial. So let's say, like I said before, if you didn't familiar with the Peter blocks, you can, maybe you can just try to do with the simple Peter block project, just like maybe make a music one. You can show because the tutorial one is very detailed also. Okay, next one is board. So like the stack before, which is a hardware is optional. So if we want to do a project with hardware, so this is the hardware that maybe you can consider it. But it's optional, not mandatory. Okay, so there are like 16 of the hardware, okay, that you can integrate with the Peter blocks. And like for example, you can like example, I'm familiar with Quacky. So when I choose the Quacky, okay. So this is the, when I choose the Quacky, there are a block function about Quacky here. Okay, this is block function of Quacky. Okay, so and also the connect one is also the same, like the connect one is also the same like hardware. Okay, so you need to connect your hardware. For example, maybe you have a Arduino or Quacky, you can connect with the USB one, so it's automatically connect with Peterblock lah. Okay, so this one is also, this part is rename project. So basically, when you do your project, you need to rename your project. So this is how you will rename your project. Okay, and after you doing project, please click this part to save your project. Okay. Okay, this is the one, and this part is about like your profile lah. And if you sign in for the first time user, you will get like 100,000, and this credit is actually is very important, especially when you want to use your AI extension. Okay, that's why you need to sign in first. Okay, so I will explain about the block area. Okay, so you can see here there's a lot of block area here that have different function. Okay, for every shape of block have different function. For example, as you can see, this shape and this shape, this shape and this shape, this shape. Okay, so every function, every different shape, sorry, every shape has different function. For example, okay, this shape is named stack block. So basically, stack block is a action block, which one you want to do perform the action. Okay, so for example, move is action, right? So this kind of shape is mean you want to perform the action. Okay, so you see the like head shape here. Okay, this mean you start the program. Okay, wherever you want to start the program, you must find the this kind of shape at the event. Okay, this kind of shape is always at the event part. Okay, this and then the next one is the round information shape. Sorry, the round shape. The round shape is like giving the information. Okay, like it's already contain the information, and this C shape is control, and also you can combine it with the inside the block. Okay, like this. Okay, and the last shape is heptagon shape. Heptagon shape is like a decision shape, which is true or false. Maybe like say, oh, this is true, this is false. This is the function of this shape. So I hope that you guys clear for this part. Okay, that's one is okay. This one is stage. Around here is stage. Okay, and this character is named topic, and it is a sprite. Oh yeah, I want to explain also. You can also actually okay. This one also you can actually recording your Peterblock project by click this one. Okay, this one. Okay, and there's a lot of character here sprite. You can also upload your sprite, or maybe you want to paint or you want to use an emoji pun also can. And this one is bedrock. So bedrock is you can choose any bedrock that you want. Okay, like me I choose here. And you can also upload your own bedrock. And if you want to edit your bedrock and also character, you can go to costume. For this one, this is costume for sprite character. Okay, you can just edit by paints, edit or anything lah. And it's also applied to bedrock and this sound. Okay, if let's say that you want to put sound in your project, there are many choice of project. Sorry, there are many sound project here. And also you can upload your own project, upload on your own sound and also record. Okay, and I think it's clear here. So I will start with create simple project AI, which name face detection. Okay, I hope that you guys can follow me untuk siapa yang ada Peterblock software. Okay, so we will start with the okay. I want to introduce you guys the AI extension. So in this AI extension, there are like 29 AI extension. So maybe some of you already have what you want to do with the project. What kind of project you guys want to do? For example, maybe you guys want to do face recognition. So just type the face, and this is suggestion that Peterblock can give to you. Okay. Uh, and also, let's say that you guys not familiar really much, or you want to study more about Peterblock, you guys can click the read documentation, and this one will lead you to Stempedia, okay, which is in Stempedia website. There are so many tutorial over there. Okay, so for mine, I want to use. So right now, I want to do a project face detection, right? Okay, so I just click the face detection. Okay, we are. It took very long time to loading. Okay, so right now, face detection AI. Okay, so basically, what the project is about, like, this project is I want the AI to recognize my face emotions. For example, if I'm happy, I want the character Toby here, Toby here to say I'm happy. If I'm sad, I want the character Toby to say I'm sad. So that's how I'm using the AI. That's how my project face detection here. And if you want to do the AI project, you guys need to apply the logical thinking. So what is logical thinking? Logical thinking is like you thinking step by step, okay? And logic, okay? So like I said before, wherever you want to start the program, you need to use this block, okay, the green flag. Then after that, okay, when I want to do the first detection, of course I need the camera, right? So when I need the camera, I need to go at first detection. Okay, so I choose the turn on video. Okay, so like wait I want to close the camera first because the picture blocks need the camera. Okay, okay, so when I choose the turn on, so and I click one, the video pop. Okay, next I want to choose a show bonding box. Okay, show bonding box is mean like I want the box only recognize my face, not dia takkan recognize other things. Dia akan recognize my face only. Okay, so next one is I will choose a forever. Okay, why forever? Because when you want to integrate AI actually real-time updates. So if you want to do a project related AI, usually we will use a forever as a looping. Okay, you need to real-time update it. Okay, so next one, I want the detection. So I want the AI to detect my face from the camera. So I will choose the detection here. Okay, I will put here forever, under forever. And I want, like I said before, I want the Toby to say what kind of my emotion face, right? So I need to go at say. Okay, say. Then go to face detection. Okay, so I want to the character Toby to say my expression. So I will give this, I will track this. Like I said before, this shape is about information. So just combine it. Okay, then I will run it. Okay, wait a bit lagi. Okay, so right now, uh, okay, you can see this is how AI implement in the face detection. So when I smile, it's like I'm happy. So this is how um, AI face detection works. Okay, so let's say why I must use the forever. This is why we need to use forever loops. But if we use a single loop, okay, see single loop, it just only like apply once. So, okay, that's why wherever you apply the AI, you need to use a forever. Okay, so like this. Okay, so next one, I will show you about Python. Okay, actually Python is not. Python is also optional. Okay, you can use a Python or blocks depends on you. But I want to introduce you a Python. So this is Python for the codes. I will copy the code. Yeah. So this is the code. So this is a Python version for the blocks code. Okay. So if I run, okay. See. So still in the same. So this is how the blocks in the Pythons and also blocks in blocks. So next one, I will show you in the machine learning environment. So let's say you want to do a project related to machine learning. Okay, so this is how machine learning. So let's say if you guys want to do a machine learning project, you guys can go to create new project and then rename your project. Like I said before, I give example, it's rock, paper, scissors, right? So you rename your project. Okay, okay. You know the project. And then when it's come to rock, paper, scissors, it's about hand pose, right? Hand pose. So you click the hand pose, choose the hand pose, and you click the create project. Okay. Wait basically machine learning environment is took took times Okay, so after that you need to rename your class, right? Say I want to do with Caesar. So actually if you doesn't to use your own hand, it's okay. You can maybe upload 100 of Caesar hand, maybe. Can. But I think it's more better if you just using your webcam like this, okay? And then just like this, okay? Okay, but if related to hand, something, you need to make sure that only your hand in the camera. So I need to do like this and show my hand only. Scissor. Okay. And then you need to click how to record. Okay. And okay, for AI, training the AI, you need to do 360 tau. Okay. To do the 360. Okay, then that's one. I will do next one I will do for rock. Okay. 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 So for rock, okay, make sure the blind blue color is detect on your head. Okay. And then make sure 360. You need to make sure like 360. Okay? Okay. Then after you finish to train, you need to click the train model. Okay. Okay, actually this part dia akan ambil masa sikit, but do not worry. Okay. So far you guys okay? Okay. So far you guys can follow me? Okay. 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 So now our model already trained. Okay, after you train your model, you must check your model accuracy, okay? So right now I want to check my model. Okay. So right now I show the scissor. Okay, so the AI detect scissor. If I show rock, the AI show rock. Okay, so that's how the ML, machine learning environment. So basically machine learning is something, another AI, okay, that you have a data set to train your project. Okay, and after you finish train your model, you need to export. So you can choose whether you want to Python or block. So like for me, I will go for block. Okay. Okay, so after you click the block, you can see your model already here. Okay, so this is your machine environment. So I think we already in the end of our session, and I hope that you guys can understand my simple, very quick workshop. And if you guys isn't not really familiar with Peterblock, it's okay. There are lots of tutorial in YouTube and also in the website. Maybe you can reference like uh get the Aspire, right? So I wish you guys all the best and good luck for the competitions, and I will pass the session to Mr. Prophet. Okay.
All right, so let's thank teacher Rumaisha and we'll proceed to the next part of this section. Right, guys, that was a very general explanation, okay, to cover some basics on PictoBlocks. Again, if you have experience using PictoBlocks, then no issue. Okay, even for the new learners, okay, for the beginners, okay, trust me, I have the confidence that you can master it. You will learn how to use it. In fact, there are many resources available online. which I'm going to share with you after the session. So this is what I learned from the past experience. So we did the same, okay, for the previous batches. So we taught them the same simple project. Then the later part, they go and explore PictoBlock's universe on their own, and then they came up with excellent projects. So you don't have to worry about this part, okay? If you not really paying attention just now, or you really couldn't catch up, that won't be a major issue, okay, in this journey. Okay, so for that we planned 1 hour, okay, but in fact we have concluded in 30 minutes. So let's move on to the next section where we're going to talk about the competition format. So I know this is the section where all the teachers and even students are eager what you have to do next. So now we know that basic idea. So now you have to create a project to compete in this competition using PictoBlocks. So you must provide a solution to a problem with the project. So that's the main thing. Okay, now we talk about what to do and what next. Okay, how am I going to continue with this competition? Since I know what to do, so let me show this the first thing that we want to pay attention to, the project teams. So rather than you do something without a direction, they have this 5 teams for the students to consider. All right, so you have to just pick one. Hmm? Or we can do it other way around. Maybe you come up with a project first. Okay, maybe you have done a project earlier, then you want to use the same project maybe, or you want to copy the idea. So you have the project idea first. So that's the first structure. Then later part you can match it with any of the themes available here, or you pick the theme first, then you initiate the project, or you got the project ready, then you go and match with the theme. Okay, either way, as long you touch on one of this theme. Okay, so the main focus is, this is the topic of this year Codevour competition: sustainable solutions for modern city. And I will show you some of the projects that you can make, but before that, okay, this is the themes available. Okay, so they come along with the sustainable development goals, right? So you don't have to worry about the numbers and so on. You will be able to match with the right theme here. In fact, I have one website provided by the organizer with examples of projects that students have submitted theme wise, which you can also refer later. And in case, okay, you need someone to verify your project and the theme, you can definitely check with me later on. So themes shouldn't be a problem here. Okay, so the team structure, in fact, we have covered this because you already register successfully. So this is a reminder. Your team can have minimum 1 or maximum 3 students, a mentor can be teacher or even parents. So we have set this freedom. Okay, last round it was only teachers. Now even parents can become your mentor. Okay, or you can work independently, but you still have, okay, to include a mentor in this picture. So that's the role of mentor, is only to guide you, to motivate you, to guide you. Okay, but they cannot be the character that play the critical roles like presenting your idea and so on. So it's safe for the teachers, untuk cikgu-cikgu, to be at the back end. Okay, yes, you can contribute that major idea, and provide whatever support they need, but then of course we, okay, on the presentation you will be on your own. Okay, you have to be independent, regardless of category, either you are an elementary, junior or senior student. But you know lah, that's very basic for any competition. So there are 7 to 10 for elementary, 11 to 14 junior, and for this audience, majority of you are from senior category, secondary school category. For primary, we have 2 categories, either it can be elementary or junior. But at this stage, everybody gonna compete according to two categories, primary school and secondary school. Okay, so if you have question like now, I only have one or two members. I would like to add another member. Okay, for your information, the registration form has been closed. But if you need to make any add-on, okay, you have to reach out to me personally. Then I will try to fix it. Okay, and again, we don't encourage you to change team members, but of course, with some good reason, valid reasons, of course, let's say student change school, they are not available, and so on. Yes, okay, we can manage this. All right, so we can manage even for the mentor. Okay, let's say the teacher suddenly transferred. Okay, that mean we need somebody else to back up. Then yeah, of course, this kind of arrangement can be made. No worries on that part. Okay, so that's the team structure. Okay, for the rules, so you pick just one project, one team, just make one project. Hmm? Okay, so don't burden yourself with two, three projects. Okay, you might experiment with a few projects, but then later on, just finalize one which you think is the best. Hmm? And yes, only picto blocks. Hmm? You can use Scratch base, okay, the block coding, or you can use Python. Okay, if you have experience, okay, you learn Python before, you want to use Python, then okay. Hmm? Either one. Okay, up to you. All right, because there's not going to be a bonus mark, okay, or special credit for you to use when you use Python. Hmm? Okay, then the hardware again, I would like to specify it's not compulsory, it's purely optional. Hmm? Because software only projects are allowed. That means you only create something using PictoBlocks. Okay, you don't include any kit, any robot, any bot. It's totally fine. Hmm? It's all right, no issues. Okay, and there is nothing in the rule book saying that okay you do not use kit. Meanwhile, another group use kit. Okay, they might stand a chance. They have advantage. There's no such thing. Hmm? Okay, so the assessment, the judging will be very fair. Okay, so what they're going to look at is of course your project and then your solution. Hmm? That's the major part. Okay. Okay, so in the event that you want to use hardware, okay, so these are the available bots, kits, and drawbots that compatible with PictoBlocks. So PictoBlocks does not accept all kind of kit. So here, this is the lineup. Hmm? If you do not have them, please do not buy. Okay, you don't have to invest in buying this products. If you already have it, then go ahead. Okay, you try to uh, get this into your project. You can maybe integrate any of these products into your solution, into your project. So that means you do something and then this robot or this kit will show the response. Okay, all right. But again, this is secondary. This is not the major thing. This is not the critical point. The critical one is you use PictoBlocks. So this will be additional. Hmm? If you have it, then just go ahead. For those teams who do not have, then it's fine. You can forget about it. Then we can focus on solution based, 100% software project. Hmm? Okay. All right. So this about things that you can create. Okay. So you can make AI, ML projects. You can make hardware based that I showed just now. Okay, but this is not compulsory. Okay, if you want to, if you have it, then go ahead. You can create games. Hmm? And 3D or XR projects. So suggestions. Okay. Anyway, we want to make sure there's a team and also there's a working solution that you solve a problem. Okay, your PictoBlocks project can solve a problem. Okay, I believe we should be good up to here. So in the event that you have any question, okay, in regards to the slides I'm showing now, you can quickly write it down and then we can have the open discussion end of the session. Huh? So open to the audience later. What next? Okay. So now you want to talk about the submission hmm? Because you will create the project. So, but your project will go through this assessment process, the qualification round, before selected to the final, okay, to the national final. Later, I will discuss about the timeline, which was also shared in the Google form, okay, but definitely I will touch on that today. Hmm? So you have to submit this by 13 of March. Kan anyway you can start kan dengan project you. Okay, so the submission, we don't want that something that burden you, okay, take away so much of your time. No, that's not the case. Okay, so we have simplified this. So you just work on one project, okay, but of course you have to create a video, okay, a very short video, all right, 4 to 8 minutes maximum. So the educational one, basically you're going to demo your project, so that's the purpose of this video. Okay, again, don't worry, okay, I'm going to guide you on the direction what actually you have to include in the video. Okay, so everything is formatted, we have the template, we have the instructions. Okay, so the video one, don't worry, I will explain after this. Okay, then you have to create slides, so you don't have to start from scratch. Again, I have the template ready, you just need to fill in the information and then send it over. All right, then the project link, it's just like you copy the link, okay, from video, then you send it to me. Pictoblocks works the similar way. There's one part that you can actually copy the project link. If you're not sure, then definitely we will help you on how to copy this, but I'm sure you can copy this easily, because you know how to save, so definitely you know how to copy the project link later. And then a very short description, a very short write up about the project. So mainly you want to highlight, okay, the key feature and what actually your project solve. So again, I repeat, you need to create a video, second slides, the third one, anyway you're going to create a project, so you just need to share the link, and then finally a short description about your project. So I believe majority will be of you will be using ChatGPT or Gemini to generate your description. So that is taken care by AI already. Okay, then the project link you just copy and paste, slides template provided. Okay, so just the video. Okay, you need to spend some time to create the video with your um, teammates. And later, I'm also going to show you some videos that student created before. Okay, so which can be a very useful reference. All right. So keep this date in mind, and don't worry, I will share the materials, the presentation deck later. Okay, now we talk about the video. Okay, so definitely you have this question in mind. Okay, I'm gonna make a video, but what kind of video? So your video duration 4 to 8 minutes. So we don't have to make a series. No long videos. Okay, very short, 4 to 8 maximum. So language English. Since we are taking this into international platform, international stage, so we want to use English. Okay, only English. Then the next, the video orientation must be in landscape. Okay, so please don't use TikTok style, but use landscape mode to record the video. Very simple. Just use smartphone to record. Please do not go and invest on very high end tools to record this. Okay, then you go and rent a studio. Oh no, please don't do that. So just keep it simple. Your project actually brings the value to the table. It's not the quality of the video, and so you don't have to worry about that. But of course, do some minor editing into it. So don't just take everything and then you just throw at one point. Okay, so you clean it a bit. So I know this generation you can create videos very well. Okay, so this is the content of the video. So first you start by introducing your team members. Okay, and then you explain the team. Okay, so maybe this is the best time to ask how many teams available. Can you give me the answer in the chat? How many teams available, guys? How many teams are there? Okay, key in the number and then send it to me in the chat box. Okay, thank you. 5. All right, five, but you just pick one. Hmm? Pick one, and then you explain why you choose the theme, because you want to make your story interesting. And this is okay, the key part. Okay, so the heart of your video, demonstration. Otherwise, the judges will not get your idea. So they want to see how you demonstrate your PictoBlocks, what actually you have coded, and what actually it can show, and what's the function, how it solve problem. Okay, at the ideal level. So then only, okay, you have high chance to be selected. Okay, so demonstration part is very important. Okay, and finally, if you're wondering how I'm going to send all this, okay, we will prepare a Google form. Okay, I will share with teachers. So that's for later part because you still have time. Okay, that's where you will upload all this stuff and then send it. So your video you have to upload in YouTube. Okay, and then you just send the link. So you don't have to make it into a public view. So, but you can make it generally can be viewed by those who have the link. Okay, so you don't have to start a new YouTube channel. Okay, so that's the video requirement. Okay, slides. Okay, this is number two. You need slides. Okay, I will show the content of the slides. Okay, but I'm not going to tell one by one because you can take care of this. Okay, let me show you this slide. I've already prepared the template nicely for you. So we will keep it standard. So everyone going to use the same template. And I'm going to share this to you. Okay, right. So you have to fill in this information, add an image. Okay, you see, it's very simple. Okay, your team member information. All right. So later you can edit, you can throw away this image, then add your own, then the project name, images. So I have provided the notes here, what you need to write. Okay, so you are writing about your problem, but don't write very long paragraph. Keep it short. Okay, the solution. Okay, the existing solutions in market and why your project is unique. So I'm confident that you can handle this. In fact, teachers are there always to help and guide you on this part. And we have the third person to help you, AI. And that's it. That's the end of the slides. You don't have to write, you don't have to prepare 50, 30 slides. Okay, so now I came up with this template. So to make your life easy. Right. So in the past, I let them do on their own, but then they seem to spend too long and too many slides using Canva. So let's not waste time. Okay, so we can put much more effort and time in developing a good project. Okay, so that's the end of the slides. Okay, document template. Okay, I will share this to everybody. So that's number two, video slides. Okay, so this is the evaluation. So when you have completed the video, right, so the video content, it's 25 marks. Even for the introduction, they're giving you 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks just to introduce your team members. You can introduce your mentor, okay, but just the introduction part lah. Okay, but because we don't want to see mentor in the picture for too long. Okay, their presence should be cut short. Okay, where else they want to focus more on the student presentation. Then of course explain this part, reason why you choose it. Okay, so if there are more than two or you have three members, take turn to explain it. After this, I'll show a video. So students, they have different approach when it comes to video. The main idea is you must show up in the video. That's the important thing. And next, you have to demonstrate the project. Okay, what your PictoBlocks can do. And if you have integrated a robot or kit, how it responds. So that's very important. We can see the weight here, 30 marks. Okay, so now we will talk about the timeline. So the registration period officially over today. And today is the online training. Okay, so you have to submit these items by 13th of March. Okay, video of your project, slides that I show you just now, the template. Okay, copy the project link and then put it in the Google form and a short description. Okay, so all this at one document. I will share that with you. Okay, you will have the column to upload YouTube link, then your slides, also the link, and finally the description. We just make sure everything concluded by this timeline, 13 March. So no submission allowed after this time. Okay, I will send out the a notice on the window on the time period. Okay, so most likely we will end this by 6 p.m. on 13 March. So we won't extend it to midnight. So that will put on a lot of unnecessary stress, okay, to teachers and also students. That's what I learned from the past competition. So we don't want to extend to midnight. Okay, 13 March, 6 p.m. is the last call. So we have plenty of time now actually to plan and start working on the project. So we have sufficient time. So let's kickstart the process earlier. Jangan tunggu last minute. Okay, back to this timeline. So on the 13th March, so you send it. And then on the 17th of March, we will announce the result sebelum raya. Okay, sebelum cuti raya, kita sudah pun tahu keputusan. Okay, so how many project and teams will be selected? 20. Okay, so 20 will qualify to the final. 20 qualify to final, right? So I guess I have more than 20 teams at least participating this round. So the final is on the 2nd of April. Okay, it's a school day, and will be happen at Tech Dome. That's the final. Okay. And the next is about this Codevour Jakarta. So we had made an official announcement about this. And let me cover this part. So on the 17th, once you know the results, we know the final list. Okay, we will hold another briefing session, a short one for all the finalists. Okay, so that's where actually we will cover more on the preparation for the physical final, and let's say if you qualify to Jakarta, what you need to do next and so on. Okay, but today I will give you the overview of the picture so that you can be ready. So for the final here, 2nd April, only 20 teams will qualify. Okay, and from that final, from that 20 teams, 7 best team from the first place to 7th will automatically qualify to the Jakarta competition. You will use the same project. Okay, you will showcase the same project. Okay, so there's one thing that we must take note on this part is where we already announced. So whatever costs that involve in terms of the passport, okay, your flight costs, accommodation, and meals should be taken care by on your own, self-manage. It can be school, parents, okay, or any potential sponsor. Example. So this has been announced. All right. So, but anyway, you don't have to worry so much about this part yet. I will say, let's put more attention. Okay, our focus in getting a good project. So since we have mentioned this word international, so definitely we expect something at that standard. But don't stress yourself so much. Okay, but there are plenty of resources available. And you can also take a look at Codevour website to understand what kind of project actually students around the world are making. So that will also give you an idea, okay, how much effort actually I should put in developing this project. So of course, this 7.0 Jakarta is a topic mean discussion for another day. But now you have the idea. Let's say my team is qualified. Okay, everything is self-managed. So that part we leave it now. Okay, but don't worry, the adults will take care of it. So the teachers have been informed about this. Then we will find a solution on that part later. Hmm? So of course you want to know what I get if I go to Indonesia, kan? Okay. So we don't have the specific information, but roughly, okay. So these are the awards they give every year. Okay, but everybody will receive certification. Okay, the proof that you participate in this competition. It's likely to be a national participation for your co-curricular marks. Okay, and we are working together with JPN for this competition, and there has been the formal letter being sent to BSKK, so where they are processing this application. Okay, but don't worry. So we will get the paperwork covered. You will receive the PAJSK marks, and soon we will have all the proper letter from KPM. So for now, you don't have to worry. You can just go ahead and plan and start your project. Okay, so that's how we also started. Okay, at the past batches. Okay, 3 of the batches. So at this point of time, when we were holding the online briefing session, we didn't have the papers. But anyway, JPN is aware, and yes, the process is ongoing. So everything will be covered. So you don't have to worry about the formalities and the letters. So this is legit and this is valid. So you can participate confidently. Okay, so I have covered my presentation deck, and now we can have sort of discussion Q&A. So maybe there are some part that I didn't cover, but you have questions in mind. We can discuss about that. Okay, so if you have any question, cikgu pun boleh, murid pun boleh, just unmute and tanya saja.
Teacher,
Yes,
can we have the template?
template of
Where?
presentation ke?
Yes, yes.
Slides yang kamu akan buat atau slides yang saya guna sekarang?
Yang cikgu guna sekarang.
Yang ni yes, saya akan share dalam grup WhatsApp cikgu. So nanti
Thank
cikgu
you.
akan share dengan semua murid lah.
Okay.
Recording pun akan ada. Okay, feel free to ask questions. Don't worry, no one going to judge you. You might think that, oh, this maybe can be a very silly question. Okay, don't worry. Any kind of question will definitely bring value to this meeting. Kalau cikgu-cikgu ada soalan pun boleh tanya. Atau nak type soalan pun boleh. Cuma kalau type tu ambil masa sangat lah. Okay. If you unmute and then you talk, lagi senang kot. But up to you. Okay, while you think about the questions, I would like to show you a video example. Okay, sambil-sambil tu kamu fikir soalan.
day, judges. We are Team Stella from Key High School. My name is Lon Yi, who is the builder of the project.
My name is Howard C, the researcher of this project.
My name is Hong Shen, the programmer of this project.
Today, we are excited to present our project, the AFPS, also known as Autonomous Flood Prevention System. Flooding is the major issue in Malaysia. We have used 2 years to create this project to combat the biggest problem in Malaysia, which is the flooding.
Wait, my house flooded again. I don't know what to do. So 3 kali tahun ni.
Same lah bro. Nowadays Malaysia keeps raining. Flooding has become so common problem Even my insurance say it won't cover for the damages anymore.
Guys, don't panic. Our AFPS can solve this problem.
Apa tu AFPS? Some kind of new insurance company
Wah, finally got insurance that can cover flooding damage
Yay.
No. AFPS is better than insurance. AFPS stands for Autonomous Flood Prevention System. It's a system that provides early warning for floods.
Sound interesting.
Yalo, can you explain in more detail?
Our project is a system that will prevent and mitigate damage that caused by flood. Let's see a news report. According to the News Straits Times, flooding is a common natural disaster in Malaysia. But what causes flood? According to the Star Quote, irresponsible waste dumping is one of the major issues that cause urban floods, which have become a serious problem, said environment health expert. In fact, floods has caused many problems in Malaysia. To solve this problem, we have developed an advanced system that called AFPS, also known as Autonomous Flood Prevention System, to efficiently solve this problem. Let's talk about the benefit of our project. A comprehensive flood management system like AFPS enhances safety by providing early flood alerts, which help communities prepare and reduce both injury risk and property damage.
So she's
It's improved
explaining the
recovery
benefits. So I
efforts by
pass forward a bit
removing is a comprehensive solution.
It features a large trash collection machine
this is
situated
demo.
at riverbanks. It's meant to intercept any rubbish flowing in the river and collect it in its trash chute. It's also installed an AI camera inside to classify any trash inside and simplify the recycling process. And secondly, the detection system is a bunch of sensors placed at riverbanks to monitor the rising water levels. So if it senses any potential threats, it will send alerts to any citizens or maybe government officials through an IoT. And finally, the mitigation system is a flood barrier meant to place at flood hotspots like maybe main roads to block any flood water. When it receives its signal from the detection system, the flood barrier will rise and block the flood water.
To ensure that our project creates a long-lasting, meaningful impact, we have made sure that the project aligns with the multiple teams and SDGs of this competition. To start off with, under the team Clean.
Okay, so I believe you watched this part, So this might raise your expectation level, but don't worry, don't leave the call immediately after seeing this, Walao, this is a high-level project where I'm going to create this one. They have this, in their library, like existing project. Okay, they might use this for different competition. So they reuse it, so you don't panic. So this must be related to environment.
To ensure that our project creates a long-lasting, meaningful impact, we have made sure that the project aligns with the multiple teams and SDGs of this competition. To start off with, under the team Clean Energy and Sustainable Cities, under SDG 11, Clean Cities and Communities, we have made it so that the AFPS can protect rural areas and urban areas from flooding. This helps to make the cities more safer, resilient, and better prepared for floods. Next, under SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation, AFPS helps to reduce contamination in rivers, stopping before it spreads. This promotes cleaner water in the cities and environment. And under the theme Life on Land and Life on Water, under SDG 14, Life on Water, AFPS helps to protect marine ecosystems by preventing floods that can destroy them. Next, under SDG 15, Life on Land, AFPS also helps to protect land-based ecosystems by preventing soil erosion, destruction of habitat, and the carrying of waste into natural environments. Under the theme Climate Action and Responsible Consumption, under SDG 30, Climate Action, our solution is a direct response to increasing flood risks due to climate change. Our solution provides a more direct response to these floods by providing communities with a more adaptive tech-driven way to combat the impact of extreme flood events.
I think this project is very good because it has a system where you can prevent rubbish from building up, and it also can detect flood from.
Okay, but this guy doesn't seem to be the resident. This one made up. Okay, Nitipu. But never mind. Okay, they show the creativity. Okay.
Building up, and therefore we can prepare a umbrella before it rains. Besides that, it also has a
Flood barrier.
flood barrier, yeah, to prevent, and therefore it can block the flood water from getting into our housing area and prevent and lowering the impact to our housing areas.
Okay, thank you. I'm delighted to share my opinion on this AFPS project. I'm very impressed about its ability to detect, prevent, and mitigate on flood safety. So I will hope that this project it can unleash more potential in international level and it can apply in other countries as well. That's all my opinion on this project, and I hope that it can success and let more other people, entity to know it. Thank you so much.
Pada pandangan saya, projek ini berkesan untuk mengurangkan masalah asas iaitu banjir disebabkan dari tiga segi, iaitu mitigasi ataupun lebih dikurangkan sebagai pengurangan ataupun pencegahan prevention dan juga pengesanan detection. Dan bagi saya paling menarik ialah dari segi pengurangan dan juga dari segi pencegahan, disebabkan banjir ini walaupun puncanya adalah disebabkan pembuangan sampah sara ke dalam laut dan ataupun sungai kan, tapi pembuangan sampah sara ke dalam sungai ini sebenarnya juga mencemarkan alam sekitar, dan projek ini telah pun mengekalkan manfaat daripada projek tersebut untuk membawa kebaikan dari segi pengurangan masalah banjir dan pencegahan masalah banjir dan juga dari segi pelestarian alam sekitar. Dan untuk projek ini bagi saya, kalau dia dimanfaatkan di negara-negara seperti China, sebenarnya agak berkesan sebab China ni teknologi dia dimajukan kan, dan banyak kalau berlakunya banjir sememang mendatangkan kesan yang amat mendalam kepada masyarakat dan juga kepada ekonomi negara China. Jadi bagi saya projek ini secara keseluruhan memang mendatangkan kesan yang amat mendalam dan dalam pengurangan masalah banjir. Itu saja daripada pendapat saya. Terima kasih.
With all the benefits mentioned above, AFPS is a comprehensive solution that benefits communities, the tourism industry, and the community in general. Remember, joiners, this solution is divided into three core components: prevention, detection, and mitigation. Each part plays a significant role in flood management. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so they did it on their own way. They incorporated some storytelling element. Okay, so they used their creativity. So there's one example. I'll show you another example so that you don't set this as the final standard of the video. Of course, they show so much of efforts. They have invested time in developing that video. Okay, but they have covered all the key elements. But again, I will mention that the video wasn't very perfect. Okay, you might even notice the flaws, but no problem. Even the Bahasa Melayu just now they spell as Bahaha Melayu. Okay, but be careful lah. So the guy, I think, I'm not sure. I hope the gentleman is a BM teacher, but then there was voice over. Okay, so okay lah. They goreng, but then they goreng well. That's the thing. But anyway, the project part, okay, bagus. That's the thing. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, I'll show you one final example. So which this video is much more straightforward, like a typical presentation.
everyone, I am Vishnuvarta.
And I am Mitrivarta.
We are from SMT Srinivo. Today we are excited to introduce our innovative project, that is the IoT Smart Waste aligned with Sustainable Development Goal number 11, that is sustainable cities and communities.
Waste management is a major challenge in our cities. Solution: a smart waste bin powered by ESP
Energy efficient, designed to reduce
and ultrasonic to detect how full the bin is. These work together to give a real-time data and trigger alerts when action is
So
needed.
let's look at the coding part.
This reduces the
roads. It's based on the tracking. And never forget to empty your bin again.
energy efficiency is important. Our smart bin only uses about 3 watts of power. It can stay in standby mode of 5 hours environment.
Let's look at this.
So this is our project, where there's a bin with an ultrasonic sensor connected to the ESP32.
This is our coding. When the bin is full, the ESP32 will send the notification to the bin cap.
In conclusion, our IoT smart waste bin is a step towards smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable cities. By using technology, we improve waste management, protect the environment, and support smart city goals. Thank you.
Okay, so I believe that two videos are good enough to give you some ideas. But you already know what you have to include in the video. That's most important. Let me show you. Okay, so the introduction of the team members, explain your team and why you choose it. So last year I didn't specify these 4 points. Okay, yes, I included, but I also give them sort of freedom to talk about the any part. I mean anything related to their video. So this round we have 4 important parts. So I think let's focus on this, and you can add on those creative element if you wish to. Okay, you can add some storytelling into it, whatever it is, it's up to you. Okay, you can use any approach, you can deliver it in the way that you wish, but just make sure these 4 things included: the introduction, because you have marks for it. Make sure explain the theme and why you choose it. Okay, just explain it confidently. And then demonstration art. So demo part is very important. Let me show you the marks. Okay, so the demo part give you 30 marks. Okay, then finally you upload the video. So once again, what do you think? Do you have any questions that you want to ask? Okay, 4 types of projects. Okay. Oh, definitely, yes. You can combine them. Those 4 examples. Okay, there are just examples to give you the idea, the kind of project that you can make. So let's say you have a game that which you can control using a hardware, then yes, you are welcome to do so. So does that answer your question, Eugene? So you can definitely combine the hardware project with game, or you have AI solution there which controlled by a hardware. Wonderful. Hardware is optional only. Hardware is optional only. Okay, you can make software based project also. If your solution is 100% software based using PictoBlocks, totally fine, no problem. Okay, if you do not include any hardware into it, it's fine. If you have it, then just go ahead, use the hardware. Yeah, most welcome. So the videos that we watched earlier, so in fact they use hardware, but I think they don't use the expensive one. Okay, and mostly available in school, so they just grab it and then they develop it, that's all. And additionally they bring in some properties like the tong sampah, and other stuff, okay, to make the project look impressive. Because you imagine if you qualify to the final, you will be given a desk to set up your project. So rather than just putting the laptop on the table, you have sort of properties which actually represent your project, and that will help you to explain your project better. So people will have a better connection. But again, the objective is, so remember, we want to keep it very cost friendly. So please do not spend money, invest and buy expensive stuff. No. Okay. Yes. So since you'll be representing your school, it's a great idea to wear your school uniform, school t-shirt. And if you shoot from multiple locations, again, try to wear something decent lah. But mostly students, they were on baju t-shirt ke, uniform ke. Janganlah pakai singlet, shorts, then ambil video. Okay. Unless you have to act out certain character, then maybe lah. Okay. So at first, when I watched the video, it was a bit panic also lah, because they cover seaside. Mana tahu they go and tangkap the tourists lah. Okay. But anyway, they handle it very well. Okay. So I believe you can do that as well. So you can do it at school. Okay. So you don't have to run to multiple locations. But this is not the visual creativity project, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, okay, what is the question? The same question you mean about the uniform? Oh, okay, who is that? Limrui. What's that question about? Our team selected to be the project submit now be used for the both national or will be required. Okay, so in case now your project is qualified to national, then definitely use the same project for international. So you don't have to create a new project. So you don't have to start from scratch. You create one project, so that one project will go through all the stages. First, now you submit for the qualification round. So you're selected, use the same project for the national presentation, the physical presentation, but you are allowed to make some minor add-ons to the project to make it look better. But don't change the overall project. And obviously, we will love to see everyone create a meaningful presentation project. So of course, the 7 best will definitely win the spot to go to Indonesia. It's okay, you can dream about Jakarta final, but let's also keep in mind the things that we need to work on first. But again, remember, please do not leave. Okay, abandon your existing responsibilities, then you put your 100% focus here. Please do not do that. So your academic journey and your life is still the ultimate focus. So this one is additional. We want this to become a fun and enjoyable learning path. You want to ask any more questions? So it's 3:21 now. We can maybe end the session at 3:30. So meanwhile, I'll just scroll up to see if I miss any question. About the JPN letter, yes, we will have it soon, and then we will make sure we send it to the teachers. So meantime, also get ready because at 3:30 we will take a class photo before we end the session. So be prepared for that. I will share the slides and I will share some important and useful tips on how to make good video. So they don't have to be in Netflix quality, studio quality, no. Overall, it's to communicate your idea and the project presentation. Okay. So, but quality, of course, a decent quality. And also make sure the audio is clear. It's okay if you don't use audio cable, audio mic, no problem. Okay. Okay, and please don't try any risky shot. Okay. Don't make plan for any weird stunts. No, no need. Okay. Kalau cikgu-cikgu ada soalan boleh tanya juga. So students also please brief your friends who are not here today. I will pass the sessions recording to the teachers. You can watch it. And that's all right. If you couldn't think of any question at this point, or at the moment that you started the journey, then that's where you might encounter some challenges, okay, or you have questions, then I'm sure I'll be available. You can ask questions, you can discuss with your teacher, and then your teacher will bring the question to me, and then I will do the best to help. So this briefing session is not the end. So I'll be available to respond to questions after that. Okay. So the teachers have my contact number. So my advice is you start it early so that you have that enough buffer to plan everything. Okay. But again, remember, do not stress yourself so much. Don't sacrifice your life for this thing. Okay, manage your time wisely. Okay, have fun. Okay, create something meaningful. Because now you have all the resources available online. You can use AI to make your life easy. So why not? Give it a shot. Okay, guys. So may I request you to turn on your webcam just for a short while so that we can take a class photo and then we can conclude this session. Come on.